does it in such a quiet and unassuming way.
Ingles dishes to Hood. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Exum. No luck, so the Bulls will take it the other way.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
To the wing right side, wide open, and it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Hood. The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Rose kicks it to Noah. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Exum. Count that one.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
The Bulls leading by 5. Wing shot on the way. And again, Chicago. No good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And he gets it to go.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Bulls shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Outside Rose. Dunleavy for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Mirotic comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Utah calls timeout. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland, and he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
The Bulls leading by 3. All going up court, and it's Brooks that time on the assist by Butler.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now Exum, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Puts it up from 12, and it's blocked by Mirotic. Nice shot by Gobert.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
No good from Gibson.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Butler, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the Jazz.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down. He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol is checked in for Dunleavy. And Tony Snell subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Then for the Jazz, Booker, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Burks comes in for Joe Ingles. And Trey Burks subbed in for Hood. Jazz trail by 5. Stolen by Brooks. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
For Chicago, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Weiss is checked in for Wyatt. And both free throws good for Brooks. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Hangs. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Booker.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
The pass to Gasol. This one for three, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. That's 7 points for Pau Gasol.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three. We've seen a lot of silly plays like that out of them today. Just way too many.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Here's Pleiss, and he uses the glass on the layup. Pleiss has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Snell, no good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
The putback is no good. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Chicago leading by 6. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Trevor Booker. He's out there with Alec Burks. And it's Pleiss in at the 5 down low.
That's his second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bulls.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Pass to Pleiss. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that one misses. And the Jazz making a change here. Ingles is checked in. And he's good on the second. Chicago leading. Rose kicks it to Noah. And he goes in for the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
The Jazz shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's the screen. Passes to Pleiss. Now here's Burks. He's covered by Rose. Just 4 to shoot. Releases. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 6 and the bucket from Burks.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
From outside the arc, Mirotic's shot is off. Jazz trail by 6. Ingles passes to Booker. Gasol with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
There's Rose with the 3. Burke grabs the miss.
Well, that's airtight defense. Not much room to get that shot off.
Noah with the block. Here's Snell. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The shot's good from Gasol.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Utah calls timeout.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder was saying to his team. He warned his team to get back in transition defense, saying they're giving up way too many fast break buckets, and he wants an end to it. He said, hey, let's slow the tempo and make them take some tough shots. A sound defensive strategy, Kevin.
Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer.
Check out the game for Booker. 13 points and 1 assist.
Rose gets the bucket.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Burks dishes to Exum. He feeds it to Booker. And stolen by Butler. He kicks it to Rose.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And, you know, guys, Dante Exum is such a fluid, versatile athlete. Really shows great promise. Has tremendous size and length for a point guard. Can also play the 2. His rookie season last year, though, a mixed bag.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Pau Gasol. Gibson, boom, he jams it straight down.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Jazz trail by 14. For Dante Exum, Greg, last season he didn't shoot the ball that well, and his turnover rate was what you might expect from a rookie, but his defense was good. In fact, borderline excellent at times.
That's a great point, Kevin. And you know what I like about Exum, when his shot wasn't falling, you know, he didn't allow it to affect the other facets of his game. He would find ways to contribute, and that's the kind of attitude that so many scouts got excited about when they were talking about this guy in the first place. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Chicago.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Rose. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And speaking, Clark, of playground basketball, why do you think that is that the players are going indoors?
Well, I think one reason is playing on hardwood is nicer. It's easier on the joint and safer overall. The game has changed and it's big business now, but there are still plenty of weekend warriors who get their hoop on outside.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Exum with it. There's a screen. There's the feed to Burks. The Jazz again can't hit it. Outside Butler, uncovered. The shot, no good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, It all went right for him.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.